Okay, sorry about that. I'm trying to get through it without being a little psycho-emotional, you know. But I think there's going to be tears, and I'm not going to be able to stop them. So I'll just have to stop and keep going. But as he was walking through the door, the baby came out on the pad, and it just looked like it was just asleep, and it was fine. And my husband walked through the door, and I, I yelled for him, and I said, "Come in here right now. This is not good." And he came in there, and he said, I don't remember what he said. I was just screaming, crying, and puking all at the same time, and I mean, it just had to be really, really traumatic for him, because I was just screaming and just crying and shaking and puking, and he grabbed the baby off of the pad and sat down on the edge of the tub, and he just held it, and then he sat it down, and I just sat there and cried for a minute, and he went to the bedroom and just bawled his eyes out, and I've never heard those kind of noises coming from a man. It was horrible. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to console him. I didn't know if he wanted me to console him. He grabbed me before he went to the bedroom, and he just squeezed me so tight, and he kept telling, and just cried and just kept telling me he was so sorry, and I just kept asking him, "Do you hate me? Do you hate me? I'm so sorry. Do you hate me? Please don't hate me." And this might be 2 parts, because it's taken me a long time to get this out. Okay, so then my grandma called, and I'm really close to my grandma, and I was crying. I said, "Grandma, I don't know what to do with the baby. I can't sit here and look at it anymore. I'm just losing my mind." And I said, "I can't just throw my baby in the trash. That would kill me." And because what are you supposed to do with it? It's not just tissue with not just matter. It was a formed baby with eyes and nose and lips and forming ears, and I thought the craziest thing I did through the whole thing was I counted and seen if it had 10 fingers and 10 toes, and I thought, why did you do that? Why would you? What possessed you to do something like that? And my husband heard me say that about throwing the baby in the trash, which I wasn't going to. I was saying, well, what am I supposed to do? And my husband jumps up out of the bed, and he's still not talking to me. And he grabs his little box that he keeps his medals and awards in from Iraq. He got some awards and stuff for saving a guy's life over there, and he emptied it, and it was a really, really, really nice box with silk on the inside and everything like that, and he put the baby in there, and he said nothing to me, and I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing with the baby? Where are you taking it?" And he said, I'm going to bury the baby at the top of the mountain." And I said, I need to go to the hospital. I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm dying. And he said, we can't. I have to do this first. My baby can't just sit here by itself. And so then we went up to the mountain, and my husband didn't go all the way to the top because I wanted to see, and I was in so much pain and bleeding profusely that there was no way I could have went with him and that wasn't fair. I'm gonna look at my phone. Maybe, I think I have a picture on there. You can't really see that well where we buried the baby, but come on now. I cried so hard. Let me see if you can see this. Probably not. But it's between two beautiful trees by the mountain, and he walked over there, bawling his eyes out the whole time, and all I can remember thinking, sorry, watching him walk over there was, that's not how he's supposed to be holding his baby for the first time. This is not where we're supposed to be, and why are we being punished? And I've never seen my husband. My husband has been through some shit, you know. He went to Iraq, and he had a very, very bad childhood, but I have never seen him so distraught. And I could see him back at the trees, you know, and he dug the hole and put the baby in there, and then he just dropped. And I couldn't get out of the car. I was just bawling my eyes out too, but he just fell to the ground on his knee and just cried and cried and cried, and he kept saying, this isn't good enough for our baby, you know, this isn't good enough place. And he said, how are we just supposed to leave it here, you know, how are we just supposed to go on? And I didn't really have any answers for him, and it's hard to console someone when you can't even get yourself together, you know. And so then we went to the hospital, and they did another exam. They were very rude, because I was bleeding so much I bled on their wheelchair. And finally the OB unit came down, and they treated me much better and understood, and they gave me so much pain medication. I swear I've never been in that much pain in my life, mentally or physically. And they gave me a lot of medication in my IV. I couldn't even remember my name or where I was or what was happening, which was nice. But I cried the whole time. And so that's what happened. It was a horrible experience, and I'm not okay. Not okay. My husband's not okay. We're not okay together. We're coping with it or not coping with it in very different ways. And it's going to be hard thinking about going back and doing these infertility treatments again, and what if this happens again, and can we deal with it? This obviously is bad enough. You can't imagine it would be this bad. I used to think, well, if I have a miscarriage, at least I know I got pregnant, and I still kind of feel that way, like, I can get pregnant, but it's just a lot harder than, I don't know how people are okay. I know time heals things, and in times like these, I wish I was a little religious, because maybe I would have someone else to blame, or someone to turn to, but I'm not. So that's where we are right now, and that's our miscarriage story, and I hope I never have another one. Hope I never have another miscarriage. So, to all you ladies who have experienced the same thing, I'm sorry. It sucks. We don't deserve it. We didn't do anything to deserve it, and for some reason I felt like if I shared this, you know, maybe it could help someone else, but I have talked for a very long time, so I'm glad that it's over with. And thank you all for your support. And if you've had, like I said, if you've had a miscarriage, I'm very sorry. And I hope if you have never had one, that you never have to experience something like this. So, until next time, I hope I'll have some pretty happier vlogs coming up. And I'll talk to you all guys later.